All right, here we go. Question number 20 from our Precalculus homework number 1 in MyLab Math. Here they've given us the graph of a function. They want us to find the intercepts, if any. What are the intercepts? Now that, to me, sounds like it's asking for both x and y intercepts. So we will start with the x-intercepts as an ordered pair. It does say type an ordered pair. Negative pi comma 0 would be the first x-intercept. Negative pi comma 0. Now we do need to separate these ordered pairs with a comma. And then the next ordered pair, the next intercept, would be at the origin, 0, 0. Notice that that is not only an x-intercept, it is also the y-intercept. And last but not least, we have another x-intercept here at pi comma 0. And I believe that is going to account for every intercept. Next, it wants the domain in interval notation. The domain are the values that x can be. It appears that this graph starts at negative pi and is continuous all the way over to pi. And since those are points on the graph, we will need brackets because negative pi is included all the way up to pi, which is also included in the domain. The range are the values that y can be. The lowest that y can be here is negative 1. The highest that y can be is 1. And since those are points on the graph, we're going to need brackets because those values are included. So everything from negative 1 to 1. The range does have to be represented from bottom to top, from low to high. On which intervals is the graph increasing? Okay, so this graph is going to be increasing from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. Because notice at negative pi over 2, the graph starts to increase and it stops increasing at pi over 2. So we can say the graph is increasing from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. When you're inputting intervals of increasing, decreasing, and constant, you never use brackets. Always parentheses for increasing, decreasing, and constant. Now it wants the intervals where the graph is decreasing. Well, there's two of those. From negative pi to negative pi over 2, the graph is going down, but it is also decreasing from pi over 2 to pi. The graph is decreasing on the interval from negative pi to negative pi over 2. So we're going to say negative pi over 2. And then, let's see what it says. It does say to use a comma to separate answers as needed. So we are going to need a comma. Technically, I think it should be the union symbol, in my opinion, but it says separate with a comma. And then the next interval of decreasing is from pi over 2 to pi. And then that should be the correct answer for the intervals of decreasing. On which intervals is the graph constant? Well, this graph has no flat horizontal pieces, so there is no interval where the graph is constant. It's either decreasing or increasing. And then it says the function is it even, odd, or neither? Well, that has to do with the symmetry. So if the function was even, it would have y-axis symmetry, which means that this hump would have to fold over and be represented over here, which it's not. So this cannot be even. Odd is rotational symmetry, meaning that this hump if I rotate around the origin, 180 degrees would lay on top of this hump. And it does. See, if I spin this graph 180 degrees, it's going to look the same. So this is an odd function because it has origin symmetry. And that's going to do it for this problem. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.